And welcome back
to
Sick.
See you next Tuesday.
And today is Tuesday.
It almost is.
It's really coming quick. Oh,
It really is.
Tuesday, May 20th.
It'll be here before we know it.
Honestly, we've been barreling through May, I feel.
I agree. I feel like May 1st was literally like yesterday.
Well, May 1st is when we Toronto'd.
I know, and that feels like yesterday.
I'm so confused that May's like over.
And we are almost, this is our third week of May already.
That's nuts. And we only get 4. So what's going on?
It's coming to an end. We're going to have to say goodbye to May pretty soon.
I won't.
Oh, okay.
You won't catch me doing that.
You're going to die in the month of May.
This is it for me. So this is our second last pod.
This is your last
Yeah, it's okay. You've got a new ghost coming.
Your ghost.
Yeah, wait. That's crazy. I feel like we do better. That's a pod.
My co-host is a my co-ghost.
Wait, Ben, that was crazy. Co-ghost is so good.
That's like a sitcom.
My co-ghost, like you're hosting a podcast, but one of them's a ghost.
Yeah.
Wait, Ben, write it down. Like that's a show. On like Disney Channel, like a Disney show?
No, yeah. I'm thinking like Nick. Yeah.
Yeah. But we want it to be a little raunchy. We want them to be able to kiss.
We want to be able to have some really cool guest stars also.
Wait, no, you're so right. Are we thinking that like the podcast partners, are they like little friends or are they like lovers?
I'm thinking they're friends because if we make them lovers, it could get kind of sad.
No, so I was initially thinking friends, but then I said, wouldn't that be crazy if they were in love and one's
also,
a ghost?
I feel like if this were on Nickelodeon or Disney, they would be friends, I think.
You're right. I'm thinking of in School Spirits, the guy who isn't Milo Manheim, he's irrelevant, has a crush on Peyton List, so it's really hard for him because she's a ghost.
Yeah, she's a ghost, yeah.
Yeah. But so, you know what? That's already happening in the market. So we need to fill a gap.
And this isn't a Netflix original. So.
Absolutely, it's not. Netflix said no. We pitched, and they said,
Nickelodeon said, please.
Come on over.
Yes.
Actually, genuinely, what are they doing right now? They need us.
That's the thing as being like an adult now with like no point of watching Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. Yeah. What are they doing currently?
And also, like, I don't know if this is correct. Because I've only ever been a child when I was watching like Disney and Nick stuff that was like really popular. But I feel like when we were growing up, the stuff that was on there was more like zeitgeisty and people in the world were more aware of it than they are now.
I feel the same way, but also is that just because we were aware of it and our parents were aware of it?
That I definitely think like if you ask my parents, they'd say we were only aware of it because of you. But also, like, I definitely know that my uncle knew The Climb and had no idea that it... And then he, like, when he worked out that was from the Hannah Montana movie, he lost his mind and they got, like, angry about it.
And, like, High School Musical 3 was in
Cinemas.
theaters. And so there has not been, like, a DCOM or Disney Channel movie that's been in theaters.
Actually, like, Zombies 4, let's get it in.
No, I think we can keep her on TV.
Absolutely not. I want to see her at AMC. Get Milo at AMC.
Rent a theater.
I will. I will. It's only like $200. I'll do that for him.
If we had like 15 people to do it.
And then we charge them?
Well, no, we all just split the 200.
Oh, that's better, yeah. I was like, we charge for entry? Yeah, we make it back.
No. We split the cost.
Yeah. You're right.
That would kill.
Okay,
so otherwise,
I'm Annabel.
I'm Ben. And we're 16 next Tuesday.
So true.
Anything exciting movie related or news related?
No, yeah, I'm trying to think of like the hot topics that have happened this week.
I don't think rumors. Well, Cannes Film Festival is going on right now.
Oh,
so that's
so true. Someone I know is there. Well, 2 people.
I know a few people there.
Kalina.
Oh, really? Good for her. Cool.
She's there. And then
she was not one of my people in my head, but
she wasn't my original person. My original person is the guy who lives in my building who makes those like posters and stuff for off-Broadway shows. He also is a photographer. So it's like a photographer at the event. He just like did all the Dakota Johnson press.
I have a few friends that work Cannes every year, so
okay.
They're there right now. But I know that Imogen Poots and Kristen Stewart's new movie got like a 6-minute standing ovation.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I saw that
so
they've got
very
lots
excited.
of photos together.
Yeah, because she's in it.
Yeah, no, I like that they've been
Stewart's
posting
directorial
about it.
debut.
Oh!
And Imogen Poots plays a swimmer. So I've been very excited for that movie. Someone got taken out on a stretcher during one of the movies. I forget which one. I forget why.
Jesus, just like an audience member, not like a famous
I think that
person?
happened today, actually.
That's crazy. I've not had my finger on the can pulse.
I know that a lot of people are very much loving the Robert Pattinson Jennifer Lawrence movie, Die My Love or something like that. I forget what it's called.
I have a
have
question.
not been tapped in, really. Yeah.
Not about that one. I actually kind of just tapped into that. I was only aware of that a couple of days ago. The bee thing.
Oh yes.
Was that
Love.
Cannes?
That was Cannes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good old fun. Emma Stone, Austin Butler.
Pedro. Pedro's looking bomb.
Oh, I know, and he's all over social media for his outfits.
Yeah. And then I saw like something about like his arms look like that because he's single-handedly carrying the faith that women have left in men.
Oh yes, yeah, because he's wearing his little vest and he's got his little arms out. The gun show.
Yeah.
So that's happening on right now. Something else that I was going to mention, but now, happy anniversary of Glee.
Thank you so much. It's actually today as we're filming it, but as you're listening, it's yesterday. First episode premiered. What year is it? 16 years ago. I'm pretty sure that's the like thing that I memorized, but it was 2009. Was that 16 years ago?
Yes, that was 16 years ago.
Yeah. So
16 years ago.
No, that's
Glee can drive
crazy.
in America.
Yeah, Glee can have sex in Australia.
Glee cannot have sex in America.
2 years, maybe.
Well, it can with other 16-year-olds.
Oh, wait, I guess, like, that's... Wait, no, age of consent is definitely 16. Yeah.
It just can't with, like...
Old people.
Older TV shows, yeah.
And you know what? Thank God, let's protect her.
No, yeah, Glee needs to be protected.
I don't know if that would stop Mark Salling, but she can't legally do that yet.
No, yeah, today's the anniversary. It's crazy how old she is.
I know. It feels like yesterday.
Does it make you want to die a little bit?
No, because I was 1 when it came out. So that's okay.
That's funny. You wish.
Hey. I feel like I should watch the pilot after this.
100.
Drop dead. Wait, someone at work yesterday said that they were like, "Are you 30?" And I was so offended, and I was actually like a little grumpy about it. And then
you almost are. So
someone, and then Chelsea went up to them and said, like, "Do you actually think Annabel's 30?" And he said, "No, I was kidding." And I said, "Oh,
okay, but you're not that far." You're closer to 30 than you are anything else.
Leave me alone. No, but anything else? What about 27? I'm closer to that.
Okay, but who's talking about 27?
Don't even talk to me. I don't want to look my age ever.
Ew. Okay.
I want to look 12.
You want to look 1200?
What the hell? What the hell?
No. So yeah, you should watch the pilot after this. Personally, you should watch it every year on the 19th.
I did. In last year. I did not last year. I was in Margaritaville.
Oh, so you hate Glee?
I hate Glee. Well, I've never seen it. I'm too young.
And I wish.
Hey.
I wish I'd never seen it.
Leave Glee alone. Leave it alone.
No, Glee's lovely.
I love Glee.
You know,
Well, exclusive.
Glee is talked about for an episode of Overcompensating.
That's fun. In what context?
They talk about how whenever they hear super bass, they think of the Glee version.
That's actually crazy. I mean, iconic. Because it's mashed up with I Still Believe.
Yeah, and they say that the Glee, they always picture Sue Sylvester.
Well, Sue Sylvester actually does go crazy in it. I'm not gonna lie, the Glee version of that is woeful. Like, I find it funny now in like a campy retrospect way, but when I was watching it live, I was like, get it off the screen. Like, I hated it.
So you just hate fun.
Whoa.
So you're just a boring soul.
Have you even seen it?
Yes, with her stupid little wig. Of course I've seen Sue Sylvester sing super bass.
Okay, but you haven't seen the episode.
How do you know?
I know.
Season what?
Like 5.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Shut your little mouth. Gwyneth is not in the episode. You have not seen it.
Gwyneth's in every episode in my mind.
Honestly, spiritually, yeah.
I feel like I might sneeze right now.
Wait, do it. Be brave.
I'm gonna mute my microphone so that I don't sneeze. Enjoy.
Well, I got to hear it, you guys. It was crazy. He said a slur while he did it. Leave which one in the comments below.
It is allergy season 2.
Woo! Happy allergy season,
Happy allergy season. Full swing. I have not taken my allergy meds in like the last week, so that's fun.
Nuts. What, like, is Zyrtec your go-to, babe?
No, I don't take Zyrtec. I take Claritin.
Okay.
Claritin Clear.
I'm sorry. I was actually just really proud of myself for being able to retain the name of the drug.
Who eats? Who takes Zyrtec?
Wait, I was talking about eating ibuprofen last night accidentally instead of
eating.
taking.
I eat acetaminophen every single night.
Yum, yum, yum. Zyrtec, they have ads and I retained it. I'm not from here. I don't know what meds you guys take.
Well, mine's not Zyrtec. Just retain that.
Okay, done. Claritin.
Now that we're all of our hot topics are out of the way, should we discuss should we bring up at least what we're here to discuss today? I'm
Honestly,
sure you can tell from the title of
this episode. Perhaps from the thumbnail, because I just saw a sneak peek of the thumbnail and the topics all over it. And I'm actually surprised she wasn't at Cannes.
I'm gonna put Minions.
Please wait. Yeah.
Please
let them in. Today we are talking about actress, friend of the pod,
entrepreneur.
I don't think I say it like that. Entrepreneur. That felt right.
I also don't think she is one, but she might be.
But she will be, because let's face it, she's gonna corner every market.
For sure.
And that woman's name is Kiernan Shipka.
Kiernan Shipka.
Hell yeah.
Queen.
Yes. Wait, the guy I just talked about is her friend.
Oh yeah.
Don't know how, but love that for them.
Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know, Philip and Kiernan. What's your meet cute? Drop it in the comments.
We have probably brought up Kiernan Shipka a few times on the pod.
Maybe she's becoming Sydney Sweeney, because we love to talk about her.
But we didn't hate Kiernan Shipka.
No. I just mean that maybe she's becoming anyone but you, because we're bringing her up a lot. Never have we ever hated Kiernan Shipka.
No, Kiernan Shipka's always been on our good side.
Absolutely. You know what? We'll delve into it more, but like, yeah, definitely like never in a bad book.
So before we dive into Kiernan herself, let's I'll give a little backstory of the girl who is blonde and famous.
So right up your alley.
Her middle name is Brennan.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like a mother's maiden name?
You know, that's a really
Brennan.
good question.
I saw her mom's name was Erin.
It is in fact Erin Ann Brennan.
God, I'm good.
And her father's name is John Young Shipka.
Yes.
His middle name's Young. I just need to let everyone know that. That's
kind of like me, because I'm never going to age.
Yeah, sure. And you have your mom's maiden name as a middle name.
Wait, Kiernan and I are kind of like two peas in a pod. Yeah. And I've always felt that. No, literally, we're both blonde. I'm really tall and she's tiny though, so we do deviate in one aspect.
She's also younger than you.
Don't talk to me. I know. November 99. She's 25.
Yeah, she's November 10th, 1999.
Yes. Okay, yeah. That's disgusting. Grow up.
She was born in Chicago.
Oh, okay, Emily Chajowski.
So she, is a city girl from
She's
through
a
and
windy
through.
girl.
But she did move when she was 6, so.
Where'd she move, LA?
LA, baby.
Hell
Child
yeah.
actor.
Mad Men was calling and she picked up the phone.
No, actually, ER was calling.
ER was
Actually,
calling.
that's not even true. So her first ever role was on ER, as most celebrity and actors are.
Absolutely. Didn't the SAGs
I believe so.
tell
Yeah,
us
they did
that?
a little.
Yeah.
She was 5 months old.
What? And you know what? I'm sure she stole the show. Who'd she play?
Herself.
George Clooney's girlfriend?
Yeah, she was 5 months. And she became like a baby model after that. So, you know.
I can see that for her.
No, truly.
Like,
truly.
I don't know what she looked like as a baby, but I feel like she'd be like a pretty baby. Like, she gives pretty baby.
I feel like she has a bit of a baby face still.
She's
currently.
kind of looked the exact same her entire life.
For like her whole life. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can just picture her throughout every stage just by looking at her now.
Exactly.
So I can
her
see
and
it.
Anna Sophia Robb, I feel in the same way. They like grew up exactly how you thought they would, and they still have the same face.
Yes, Anna Sophia Robb definitely falls into that category as well.
Absolutely. Another little blonde girly.
No, truly. So where did your Kiernan ship take off?
In terms of like knowing her?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, obviously, because we're doing this podcast. And I think I first became aware of her not like from anything, but like from red carpets. I remember on Fashion Police, like everyone would always talk about how like age appropriate she dressed. Like it would be like she'd wear like lots of like whimsical fun things on Emmy's red carpets when she was like 13, and they're like, look at her, she's dressing for her age. And she went on my best dress list a couple of times on Teenage Fanatic.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Can you
huge.
pull those up? I want to see those.
Absolutely, I will. Though I was always like a little jealous of her, just because she was around my age and successful.
Younger than you, yeah, and she's more
Actually,
famous.
don't talk to me.
Because she's just so much more famous than you, and she's also so much younger than you.
Literally shut your little ugly mouth.
That's actually crazy how much younger she is than you.
Leave me alone.
Were you on ER at 5 months?
Yes. Okay, if I sent you a photo of that baby and said that's me, who's to prove it's not?
I wouldn't believe you. Sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna try it out.
I'd say there's no way.
You said that's Kiernan Shipka. I
Donna
can tell.
flew you over to the America.
She went to like stalk for George Clooney. Are you kidding? She would have.
Oh, true. She gets on. Yeah, she swings in.
She gets on.
So, my first true, like,
collision with her in media.
Collision with her, that's a good word to use.
Thank you.
Where I learned exactly who she was in Flowers in the Attic.
Then I was obsessed with
Lifetime
the 2014
movie.
Lifetime
The 2014
movie.
Lifetime movie.
You bet your ass I was sat for that. I went through like a little phase where I was kind of obsessed with that.
Oh, my mom was obsessed with Flowers in the Attic.
Really?
And so, yes.
I like told Donna that I'd read about Flowers in the Attic, and she said, "Oh Jesus!" And I said, "What?" Like, she's a hater. I think I don't. Maybe she actually secretly loves, but I definitely remember when I brought it up. She was like, "Why the hell do you even know about that?" So I secretly watched the movie and didn't tell her.
Oh yeah, me and my mom were clocked into Flowers in the Attic. I was a huge Heather Graham fan. Also, this was around the time of Mason Die and Teen Wolf happening, so I was I was very clocked in to everyone from Teen Wolf and what they were working on at that time, and that was the exact same time for Mason Die, so definitely was in the Flowers in the Attic world, and that's where I think I did not watch Mad Men. I hate to admit it.
We have a bunch of seasons on DVD. I never like watched it, but I've seen like bits of it, and I've seen bits of her in it. And I was always just very aware that she was in it.
I think same, especially when I watched Flowers in the Attic and like did a little like deep dive of everybody. That's when I was like, oh, Kiernan Shipka is in Mad Men, that TV show that I've never seen.
Yeah.
so that's sort of, I think the first time I like really learned her name was Flowers in the Attic.
I'm like going through her filmography now. I think my first thing was Flowers in the Attic that I've like seen her in.
Cause like I'm looking, this girl has done a lot.
Yeah.
She was in an episode of Corey in the House.
Yeah, see that's huge.
She was in an episode of
seen
Heroes.
She was in an episode of Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
Yeah. We love Kristen Ritter.
We love Kristen Ritter and her little friend.
And so there's like a ton of stuff that she was just in, but didn't really like click. And also these were like one-offs. So nothing to really remember by. First, okay, besides obviously Flowers in the Attic is a Lifetime movie. What is the first like movie that you saw
Not TV
her
show?
in? Yeah.
Why am I gonna say like Let It Snow?
Oh my gosh, banging movie.
Banging film. Like genuinely, I don't think I've seen anything else before that.
Okay.
Yeah, the Black Coat's daughter looks crazy.
No, it does look crazy, and that's
Lucy
Osgood
Boynton,
Perkins.
Emma Roberts, Kiernan Shipka, Osgood Perkins.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Long legs.
Okay, well that's gonna be a 10. I see. Okay. But before Let It Snow, I clocked in. I noticed that she was an Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but that wasn't like big. But Feud, Betty and Joan. I remember like her character distinctly. I think she was like my favorite character in it, and I also was like, wow, she's really pretty. So that feels like a moment for me, more so than Let It Snow.
My first movie, I saw Very Good Girls when it came out. I don't think I really clocked her in it at all, or even really thought about her. She plays Dakota Fanning's sister.
Yeah. And Elizabeth Olsen's in it. Gotcha. Clark Gregg. Damn.
When I watched it back, then I was like, oh my god, that's Kiernan Shipka. But
that's crazy. Is it good?
I did not. It's good.
It looks like it might be a slow watch.
Yeah, a bit. I like it. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Don't hate it. Love Boyd Holbrook. To me, it's a huge cast. So
no, cast goes actually nuts.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cool.
But I definitely didn't like super clock her. And then I feel like when I was like, oh, she's like famous, was definitely like Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That's when I was like, oh wait, she's gonna pop off.
Yeah, for sure. What year was that?
That was 2018.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's after Riverdale, but like just after Riverdale started. No, same.
Yeah, that's sort of when I was like, oh, she's more than just Flowers in the Attic girl.
She's more than just the pretty daughter in Feud, Betty and Joan.
Yeah.
With great outfits.
She's Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah. Yeah, because to be honest, I don't even think she was that good in Feud, and I think that pissed me off a little.
What were your thoughts? Did you finish The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina?
I to this day have not finished. I know. I'm actually like in season 1. I know. Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm fully in season 1. But it's like I watch it, I will finish it, but I'm gonna be 80 because what I do is I think I watched the first 2 episodes back to back, but for some reason I really struggled to get into it. And I remember you watching it and like actually being into it, and I was shocked because you very much were not on any TV train at that point. So I was like, wait, this is luring bad enough, but I don't know why. There was something, and then it was like something that I would come back to like every few months. I would like watch an episode. And I still occasionally do it. But I will never, I have not made it to the end remotely.
Okay, so, because it's technically 2 seasons, but it's in 4 parts. So in my head, it's 4 seasons.
Same. It took forever to come out.
Fully watched the first 2 seasons. Like, I actually enjoyed them. I thought they were trashy teen fun.
Yeah.
However, I sort of clocked out when Ross Lynch's character and Sabrina
broke up.
broke up.
He becomes
and
evil?
He started dating Jazz Sinclair.
Yeah. I'm like
And
vaguely
that,
aware
to
of things
me,
that have happened.
I was like, are we doing this because they were like dating in real life, and like, what, was she jealous that he's not allowed to like date a different character in the show or something? So
That's actually
forced him.
crazy.
I was just it felt so unnatural to me, and truly because I was rooting so much for Harvey and Sabrina, and it just like completely took it away from me. And I did not finish. I started season 3, I didn't finish it, and then I haven't watched season 4.
So you weren't on board with Kiernan and that other guy?
Oh my gosh, what is his name? He's in the Sabrina Carpenter music video.
Yeah, and he's in season 1 of Sex Lives with College Girls and hooks up with Pauline Chalamet.
What's his name? Gavin Leatherwood.
Yes. You went on board?
No.
Okay, fair.
I
used to not find him attractive remotely. Like, I don't know why. I just thought I was like ugly.
Are you like jealous of him? Because I think he's just very conventionally attractive.
There's something about his face that's a little off. But I very much have flipped, and I do think he's really attractive now. But there is something that makes him slightly not conventional.
That's crazy because I disagree.
I also used to think Ross Lynch was really ugly.
Are you jealous that he's blonde?
Oh, not in Sabrina.
True.
Probably. No, wait, I honestly stand by Ross Lynch. Like, his face is actually kind of crazy. But I'm into it now.
Also, I feel like that was, well, the guy, Chance Perdomo, who passed away.
Wait, yeah.
Pretty recently.
That was really sad.
Yeah, last year.
Was it on a bike?
Motorcycle crash.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Upstate New York. He was going to Toronto.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Could have been us.
Could have been us.
God, that's so sad.
But,
he was not a good actor.
No. But I liked him. What was his name? Ambrosia? Am I making that up?
His character?
Yeah, Ambrose. Not Ambrosia.
Ambrosia's your dog.
Ambrosia's my dog. Ambrose is his character's name.
Yes.
I liked his character, but...
Yeah, no, same. He was just quite bad.
But I feel like that show was trashy, that it was okay for everyone to sort of be pretty awful. Because I'm so sorry, Kiernan, I love you. You're not good in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
No, and I'm going to agree. I think that might be a little bit why I couldn't get into. I don't know what it was. I mean, like, I love original Sabrina, like, cartoon, and also not like Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
So I went into it and I was like, no, I can't see anything. Number one, turn the brightness up.
Where you get like, I love the original, so I'm gonna hate the new one.
That's not always true. Heathers, I love the TV show Heathers, and I'm one of 2 people. The other one's Eloise Button-Jones. And I love every other iteration of Heathers. So that's not always true.
I still think that you have this very, like, you go into things.
That's not true.
With okay.
Especially if they do something different. Like, if they completely change it, which they did, then I'm like, okay,
sure.
Great. I love a little risk. But I think my main thing with it was that it was boring and everyone was kind of bad at acting.
Everyone was definitely pretty bad at acting.
And you had Riverdale on at the same time, where accuse it of being anything, you cannot accuse that show of being boring. Like, I mean, 7 million things happened per episode, so I was kind of waiting for that in Sabrina, and I said, why are the episodes 2 hours long, and why do 3 things happen?
Yeah, that didn't, like, really happen to me. I've never seen Riverdale, so I can't really compare it to that. And I mean, I know they did the crossover episodes.
I'd be curious to see them, actually.
I have not seen them either. I don't really know if I think it's a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd have to see it, but I also don't know, like, truly anything about Riverdale, so I don't know if I can, like...
Again, I never finished. I got through 4 seasons of that, which I think is really impressive.
How many seasons are there?
7? 6?
That feels like too many.
And I know whatever happened in the last 2 seasons. I didn't see up to the time jump The time jump
There
that
are
everyone...
137 episodes and 7 seasons.
That's crazy. That's more than Glee.
That's actually disgusting.
Well, I know it ended like semi-recently, like 2 years ago or something, right?
2023, yeah, 2 years ago. It hasn't even been 2 years, technically.
Yeah, like that's I know that they were just doing this forever, and they were all doing other projects, so it didn't really feel like the show was still going. But then I Google it and be like, Jesus Christ, that we're still.
And I do remember like all the memes of them being like held in prison, like captive to like film Riverdale.
No, fully. I think everyone had like been booked and busy. They were ready to leave, but they had to just keep showing up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
have not watched, but
I know like the most insane stuff happens. I honestly probably will watch one day.
Yeah.
But like I feel like at the beginning Riverdale was good, like season 1.
I don't, maybe I'll watch it someday.
You won't. And that's okay.
And that's okay.
You don't need to.
We'll
I'm
see.
actually going to tell you right now,
Who
you
knows?
don't need to. Camilla kills.
I was gonna say, maybe for Camila.
Yeah, and Lily.
Love. No. The thing is, I don't want to watch it because Cole Sprouse.
I love Cole Sprouse in it.
But we love Camila Mendes. We love
Camila Mendes.
KJ Apa.
I'm not going to lie, KJ Appa's actually kind of bad at it.
We love Vanessa Morgan.
You know what? Vanessa Morgan comes in and she's Vanessa Morgan and she kills.
Love Vanessa
Madeleine
Morgan.
Petsch is
fan.
woeful in it. But you start to like Cheryl as it goes on. At the beginning, I actually like wanted her dead.
Take a shot every time Annabel says woeful this episode.
I didn't even clock that I've been saying it.
I just think it's been 2.
That's still
but that's
too many.
2 more than like usual.
And also that like a normal person, I feel like we're not whipping out woeful a lot.
I know. That's why I'm like this. I'm like really clocked in when you say it because I'm not.
Because it's
I'm
not
like, where's this
normal.
Where's this woefulness coming from?
I'm just really feeling it. But and you know what? Back to Kiernan.
Back to Kiernan. So the one thing I feel like we need to talk about is her 2024.
Her 2024, and look, a successful career already, but her
No, truly.
2024 has got to be her peak, because where was she not?
I don't think I have seen such a successful run of a year. Like,
Of a year.
truly.
No, because like everything. She would show up. It could be for 2 minutes. It could be she's leading the film. But Kiernan was everywhere. And I just need to know like what her schedule looked like in probably 2023 when she was filming.
Truly. So she started off the year with Long Legs, which, if you guys don't remember, was such a talked about movie.
Everywhere.
It was Annabelle's favorite movie of the year.
Annabelle's absolute favorite movie of the year. Check her letterboxd. She couldn't stop watching it.
It's a great movie. It was
Honestly,
something
kills.
everyone talked about. It's Osgood Perkins, who now makes sense as to why she had sort of this heightened cameo in the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, like when I saw it, I was like, that's so random that she's
It
there.
makes sense now
But
that
now
she
I'm like,
was
yeah.
previously in his movie.
Friend of Osgood.
She kills in Long Legs.
She kills in Long Legs. She's so good.
I was like shocked by the performance that she had given.
Yeah. Also, they tried to ugly her up.
They really did. It doesn't work.
It
for
doesn't
Kiernan
work. You
Shipka,
can
but they
never
tried.
ugly her up. But they did their best. They gave her a little pixie wig, and they like paled her up. I want to say.
Yeah.
I gave her like the dark circles of a lifetime. But God, she slaughtered. She has a little cameo. She's like a patient in a mental institution, and I believe it.
And she gave the performance of a lifetime.
She gave the
truly.
monologue of a lifetime. I'm actually
so true.
I know the girlies wrote that one down.
I thought you were gonna say I actually wrote that one down.
No, and like maybe I will. But I feel so sorry for the 2025 admissions board of like acting colleges, because I know they were hit with it.
Oh, they're gonna be hit with the Long Legs monologue for sure.
Absolutely they are.
The monologue legs.
Whoa. Whoa, that was really
wasn't
good.
as
That was really good.
The monologue legs.
The monologue legs. No, I know it's gonna do numbers. I feel like there were a couple of monologues from like American Horror Story that the girlies were whipping out, and they kind of gave similar vibes. So I saw this and I said, this is the new American Horror Story for admissions.
So after her beautiful long leg stint, she hit us with a summer blockbuster. I was shocked. I was stunned to see her show up in Twisters.
Yeah.
The biggest blockbuster of the summer last year.
Amen. I also want to say that they were in cinemas at similar times. Like, I think that there was crossover. They were both there.
I think they might have been. Like, I think Longlegs was maybe on its way out as Twisters was on its way in.
Yes. I saw both in Sydney. So I was, like, still there.
Yeah. You had seen... I remember you went and watched Longlegs for, like, the 500th time in Sydney towards... It had been out for a while.
Yeah. And then Twisters came in, and... both have this in common. Kiernan's in it for maybe 2 minutes.
No, she gets a nice little opening scene. Also, wait, Pod Below? We did.
Puddling full. Absolutely, we did. Absolutely, we did. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned Longlegs in the pod.
I'm sure she came out.
Of course she did. Yeah, no, absolutely linked below.
Yeah, Kiernan gets a nice cameo in this one as well.
Yeah, she blows away.
She actually got twisted.
She literally got twisted, which is huge. Title of the movie. But she was someone I was like shocked. Both of them was shocked, had no idea she was in them. She just popped up and I said, what? But I was delighted when she showed up in Twisters.
So delighted. Yeah.
And I was so deeply upset when she blew away.
Didn't she wear like her little nerd glasses or something? They tried to nerd her up in this one.
Yeah, they did. And then they blew her away. But she was so delightful. Like, her time on screen made me so happy. And I was actually really in. I was kind of invested in the character.
I would have loved to see more of her.
I'd love to see where she came from. I want a prequel.
And it's just Kiernan Shipka.
Yeah. Eloise said, I talked to her after she watched it, and she said, I wish that Daisy had blown away instead of Kiernan. And I said crazy. And she's a Daisy Edgar Jones lover. She just said in that movie she would have preferred to see Kiernan.
I would prefer to see them both.
You're right.
I would never wish for either one of them to blow away.
That's true. You know what? Let's keep the women on the ground.
Keep the women on the ground. Blow away Glenn Powell.
Blow him away. No, we love Glenn. Let's keep... Wait, you know what? I think I like everyone in that cast.
No, truly.
Let's keep them all on the ground.
Exactly.
I get why we're fighting these Twisters. Yeah, I'm team people.
So we can keep this hot cast alive.
Let's keep the sexy babies on the ground where we can see them.
Yeah. I think that she had a little bit of a break from summer, and she came in full force in the winter with some crazy releases. The first one being The Last Showgirl.
Yeah.
Which was quite an award-heavy movie.
Absolutely, it was. Everyone was talking about it because of Pamela. And also, like, cast goes crazy, and Kiernan is part of the ensemble.
Just like the friend, like a family member of the Showgirls.
Absolutely. And like, you know what?
She's a part of it.
Another delightful performance.
Another delightful performance. Her and Brenda Song sort of have similar roles in the movie, and both of them are just like a breath of fresh air to watch.
Genuinely. Yeah, I loved them, and I liked the movie.
They were both a great part, and we love to see Kiernan Shipka. We get to finally come to her leading role in 2024 when she was in Sweethearts, an HBO Max original.
Absolutely, she was with Nico
Hiraga. Yes.
And it was a little rom-com. Yeah, it was a rom-com, and it was also like, I really enjoyed the movie. Really fun. She was the best part.
She was
Caleb.
Actually so good in it.
Yeah.
I think that this year she really got to show, one, her range.
Absolutely, she did.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And two, her talent, her skill. Mm-hmm. Like, genuinely, she was, I think, 10-folds better than she has been in previous
100%.
shows and movies.
100%. I saw her on Caleb Heron's podcast, and they were talking about it, and he said this, and I really agree with it. He was like, you were like on top of everything. You like did character work. You like went above and beyond for this like HBO Max rom-com, and like you didn't need to do all that, but you did. And I remember thinking that when we were watching it, I was like, she's putting in the work.
It made it 10 times better.
100%. I was like, what a layered performance for something. Like, she really could have just taken the money and sat back.
We did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she killed in Sweethearts.
Absolutely, she did.
And finally, she closed out 2024 with her 5th movie.
And our favorite film of 2024.
Absolutely. Link down below for our favorite movie of 2024.
Spoiler alert for number 1. Sorry about it.
It's Red One.
It's Red One.
Red One was, you know, the Santa Claus movie with Chris Evans and Lucy Liu and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
About Santa Claus who goes missing, is kidnapped. And who plays the villain?
Little Miss Kiernan Shipka.
She was the bad guy.
Kiernan Brennan Shipka. Yeah.
Her range knows no bounds.
Literally. From rom-com ingenue to Christmas comedy villain. What can't she do?
Truly. That movie was horrible.
It was horrendous. But you know what? She killed.
She did. She was good. And like we always say, it was just lovely to see her there.
No, I actually said thank God.
I actually had no idea she was in it.
I also had no idea she was in it.
This one, I mean, I was taken aback by Twisters. I knew she was in The Last Showgirl and Sweethearts, obviously.
Yeah.
But when Longlegs came out and when this one came out, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is that the Kiernan Shipka?
The Kiernan Shipka. The one and only.
It truly, this one blew me away too, just like the Twister that blew her away.
Kiernan Shipka is our Twister.
So true.
So true, and I've always said that.
Unfortunately, she hasn't had the 2025 that she has of the 2024.
Okay, yet.
I haven't seen her in a single movie, and it is almost halfway through the year.
I saw The Last Showgirl this year.
I think I did too, technically, but
I think I rewatched. Oh no, I rewatched Sweethearts end of last year. Damn it.
I'm looking at her upcoming, and she does have one upcoming production.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's got Kristen Ritter in it.
Wait, shut up. Okay,
the Bee reunion.
Oh my god, huge.
It also has Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay, wait, what a random cast.
This is a crazy plot also for the cast.
Okay, yeah, what is that?
So it's called Stone Cold Fox.
Okay, I think I saw something about this today. I literally saw Kiernan Shipka in a poster or like in a something before we started filming, and it might have been that.
I don't think it has a poster yet, but
damn it, maybe it was fan made, or maybe I'm making things up.
It is about a woman who must infiltrate a commune that she escaped from in order to rescue her sister.
Wow. Okay.
I'm in. Like I'm so in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Kiernan Shipka and Kristen Ritter are the sisters.
No, I don't know if I believe that.
Well, maybe if we give like Kiernan Shipka black hair.
I was gonna say because Kiernan's blonde and Kristen's brunette. If
are
not,
we gonna,
like
Kristen
a black
Ritter
hair.
has black hair.
Yeah. So like
are we
that's
gonna put
polar
Kiernan
opposite.
Shipka? Oh no, let's make Kristen Ritter blonde.
I think Kristen Ritter could very easily be blonde. She has like maybe the features and build of what I expect a blonde woman to be.
No, I think Kristen Ritter can sort of almost pull off everything and anything under the sun. I think she's just got that.
I used to think she was ugly too.
All right, we'll see you next Tuesday.
I don't anymore.
Fun fact about Kristen Ritter. She was discovered in a mall. And the mall in which she was discovered in was the mall that my mother frequented as a child.
Shut up. Is it in Scranton, Pennsylvania?
Well, so she's from Bloomsburg, which is an hour and a half from where I grew up.
Why?
Not even. She was raised in Chickasha, Pennsylvania.
My favorite part.
Which is in Luzerne County, which is where my mother's from.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is it could have been Diane.
Genuinely could have been Diane. She is like 15, 16 years younger than my mother. But
doesn't
that
look
means
it.
like if they're, I don't know how old she was when she was, 15. Okay.
Okay, so your mom was like 30.
Yeah, so she was not living there. But it was the Wyoming Valley Mall, for those who are interested. It's in Wilkes-Barre Township, Pennsylvania.
What, should we just walk around in it?
No, we should do a pod episode where we review
the mall.
Confessions of a Shopaholic.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's huge.
But that's my favorite fun fact about Kristen Ritter.
No, that's
I
such a
love
fun
Kristen
fact.
Ritter.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That again pisses me off just a little, because I feel like that doesn't happen as much anymore. Like
No,
Sarah
and
Michelle
I was thinking of, like, Sarah Michelle Gellar,
yeah,
Ashley Tisdale.
yeah. David
They're all mall
Boreanaz, he's
scouts.
just on the streets.
Yeah.
Like where are people discovering nowadays? What? So EchoCast?
They're discovering them on TikTok.
Sick, you're right. You're right. I hate it here.
No, truly.
Ew. I've got like
So-
4. So I'm probably next.
Perfect. Kiernan Shipka, as we mentioned, is, sort of like, she's been around forever. Like, she's been acting since she was 5 months old.
Yeah.
And
that's a crazy time to make your like professional debut.
Well, she won a SAG award when she was 10.
For Mad Men?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Can you imagine getting a SAG award when you're 10 years old?
Honestly, yeah. I feel
Then
like
do it.
I feel like that's when I should have got one. Like,
You're in another universe.
yeah, I feel like I would have got it if I were 10. I would have said, yeah, thanks, and I wouldn't have faced me. What?
I just found something absolutely mind-blowing.
About Kiernan?
Yeah.
What?
She's voiced a few characters here and there. She was on Family Guy and
Yeah.
American Dad and The Legend of Korra and some famous like animated projects. In 2024, she was the voice of something.
Barbie.
And can you? Oh, I wish.
I can imagine. She looks like her.
No, truly, I wish.
Yeah.
That is not it.
What?
She was a voice in none other than The Sims 4.
Shut up.
She
That's
played
crazy.
a spellcaster.
Shut up. Like Sabrina. Funny. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
That's
You're
surely
so
why, right?
It's gotta be.
That's actually insane. God, I
I'm
love.
Gonna look for... Oh, there's truly just a sim based off of her.
Of Kiernan?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And her name is literally... Wait, oh my gosh. I don't even think it's a voice. It's literally just a character in The Sims.
Called Kiernan Shipka?
Named Kiernan Shipka.
What?
Yes, she's based on the real life celebrity.
Shut up.
And her dog is in it too.
Wait, what's that dog's name?
Frankie.
Aw.
I'm losing my mind. The
And that's
Sims
insane.
put Kiernan Shipka in The Sims 4.
What? Because what? She's also like such a random person. I kind of feel for them to be like, we need a character based on you.
No, there's so many celebrities I feel like they could have done.
Because it's not, I feel like Kiernan Shipka is well liked. I don't think there's like a lot of Kiernan Shipka hate, but I don't feel like there's like a million Kiernan Shipka fans.
No, and that's the thing. I also don't feel like people... I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to play Sims and see there's a character named Kiernan Shipka and not put two and two together.
Because actually the amount that I talk about her to like normal people and they go, who? And then I show them a photo and they go, oh, her.
Exactly, because she's everywhere. You've
She's
seen her
everywhere, you
before.
know her face, but a lot of people don't know her name or maybe like know the name and the face separately.
That's literally, yeah. So it's a crazy pick to put into The Sims 4, but I love it.
But I'm obsessed with it, and they actually did that for us. I'm like
No,
100%, no doubt about. They watched our Sims fan casting, and they saw us talking about Kiernan Shipka,
Yeah.
and they said, we're gonna satiate our fan base. So that's beautiful.
Yeah. So I need to know before, we wrap up and end things.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Kiernan Shipka movie?
Wait, that's crazy. Like performance or movie?
I mean, we can do both. Because you can do TV too. I think she's done so much that you can just throw it in there.
True. Ben, why do I want to say Longlegs?
As in both performance and
performance,
movie?
I don't know. I mean, she kills in Longlegs, but like movie, maybe. Or Sweethearts.
I think my favorite performance of hers is truly Sweethearts. I remember being like, wow. Yeah. But maybe it's because everything else was sort of like down a notch, that she was just at a different level, that it stood out to me. But
yeah,
that's sort of why I think I want to say Sweethearts might be my favorite performance.
It might be my favorite performance. Well, yeah, because we got to see her lead it, which is lovely. Mm-hmm. We don't get to see that all the time.
No.
And boy, did she lead it with nuance. And also, she was so likable.
And maybe Longlegs might be my favorite performance. Because...
I want to say that too, but also it was like 2 minutes.
It was, but she stole those 2 minutes.
No, she did. She did. What a killer monologue.
I'm not gonna, like, Michelle Williams got an Oscar nomination for like 2 minutes of screen time in Manchester by the Sea. I'm not gonna diminish Kiernan Shipka's performance in Longlegs. It was amazing.
No, that's true. And she was like really, really, really like almost up for best supporting actress nomination for me. She actually got shifted out live on the pod for awards. And
you don't need to like, I personally, you don't need to be the lead of a movie for me to say you have the best performance in a movie.
For sure. It's just...
That's why I think it's going to be maybe Longlegs.
For performance, I'm going to go Sweethearts. Just because, like, we got a whole... I liked getting a whole film with her.
A little lead. Yeah, like, she truly was so deep. Like, she had depth in that.
She did. And she, like, elevated the material.
Yes.
And Longlegs, I feel like the little material in that monologue killed.
Yeah. And
boy, did she take advantage of that.
My favorite movie is obviously Red One.
Well, yeah.
No, why do I... Okay, well, I do love when Marnie was there. I just don't consider it to be like a Kiernan Shipka movie because she does like the dub for it. So... Because that's a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh, yeah.
In case you didn't know.
I just clicked on it.
Yep. So that's like... I'm like tempted to be like, oh, when Marnie was there, but also not because it's not really supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Wait, I forgot about Totally Killer. Kind of.
That's what I was gonna say. Totally Killer is probably my favorite movie.
I didn't even look at it.
I love Totally Killer.
I liked Longlegs more than Totally Killer.
I think I would come back to Totally Killer before I came back to Longlegs. That's the only reason I'm picking Totally Killer over Longlegs.
I'm trying to think.
Big horror fan here. I love them both. I think that Totally Killer also didn't get the flowers it deserved, whereas Longlegs got maybe one too many flowers. I thought Longlegs was amazing, but...
It was very hyped.
I think it was slightly overhyped.
Yeah.
Just a tad bit, because it really is such a great movie.
Mm-hmm. And genuinely, like, scary.
Yeah, like Osgood Perkins did a really good job with that movie.
Nicolas Cage was like terrifying.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
So good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with Longlegs. That's crazy.
Stick with Longlegs. I mean, it was your favorite movie of last year. So.
Obviously, absolutely.
I'm surprised Let It Snow is not your.
No, and that should be up there. we both had our like kind of a similar experience with Let It Snow.
Did we?
Yeah, and that we watched it but separately, and both like liked it when it came out. We both were like, oh wow, like yay, and then we both rewatched it and said, oh god.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And it was pretty close to one another for me. Like, I watched it when it came out. I remember I was, like, in the dorm and I made everyone watch it. And we said, God, what a delightful movie. And then when I got home for Christmas, I showed it to my dad and I said, this movie sucks.
No, I do remember...
You watched it just before me and you, like, talked it up. And then I watched it and I said, he's so right. This movie kills. And then you said Annabel. I think I flipped, and I said, Ben, I flipped.
I actually do remember that now that you say that.
It's so funny. The Kiernan kills.
I will like ride to battle for Isabella Merced.
I'm gonna ride to battle for Liv Hewson any day of the week.
Anything it takes, I will enjoy Isabella Merced.
Yeah.
But no, I do remember I do remember us both flipping.
That's so funny. But
Maybe we
Kiernan
need to rewatch it this winter.
You're right.
And maybe our minds will change.
It's time to. I think it will flip back.
No.
Every time we watch it, we just vacillate completely.
I think that maybe we need to do a pod on Let It Snow.
Let It Snow, coming December 2025. What's this
We'll make
phase?
a trailer. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, fun. We've made one trailer and it's for Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, you're so right.
And thank God.
Yeah. She deserves it, though.
When's she going to be in a Christmas movie?
That is such a good question.
Tell
Sydney
me
Sweeney,
she
we're
wouldn't,
begging
like,
you.
eat that. I feel like she's kind of made for them.
We're begging you.
Like, literally just set Anyone But You at the end of the year.
Please. Anyone but you too.
Yeah. Yeah, wait, it was kind of set during summer, I'm pretty sure, based on what they were wearing. So that's probably Christmas-ish.
And it's like Anyone But You, comma, TOO.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone
That's
but
the sequel.
anyone but you to you. Like, Merry Christmas to you. No, that's bad.
That was bad. I'm so sorry.
bad.
I can't even, like, help you with that one.
No, it was bad. It really made sense in my head that as it started coming out, I said, that's not good.
I'm glad you stopped.
Yeah, that's okay. You know what? You never know unless you try. Sometimes you have to swing and sometimes you have to miss.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I thought you were going to say you miss 100% of the time, and I was going to say actually dropped it. That's not very nice.
No, Wayne Gretzky.
Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game Wayne
Hillary Duff's
Gretzky. Hillary Duff's dead dad.
No, so true. But
So true.
Speaking of stopping,
Okay, so I guess that's it.
do you have anything else that you'd love to add about our girl Kiernan Shipka?
I love her. I love her. I want to be friends with her. She seems lovely.
We're gonna send out a message to all of her agents, get her on the pod.
100%, honestly. Like, should probably do it. No, love.
This is our formal invitation for you, Kiernan Shipka, to be on 60 next Tuesday.
Tell us about your favorite movie. We'll review it with you.
And then we'll chat. We'll
Then
gab.
we'll gab. Just gab with the girls, babe.
Yeah. Come on, girly.
Come on, girlie. Let us know if you're in Baltimore. We'll do it there.
Let us know if you're in, like, Montana. We'll go there.
We'll go there. Who's to care?
Just
we'll
let
come
us
to
know.
you, baby. It's fine.
Yeah.
No flights too far.
Anywho.
Thanks, Kiernan, for all of your
Yeah,
work.
thank you
Thank you for all you do.
giving us joy for so long.
So true. And please, I know you're flopping a little in 2025. Get back on that screen, babe. You actually deserve a rest because your 2024 was nuts. But
No, truly.
I think it's time just for us. Like, do it for us. Get back on the horse.
Yes, and she will. But also maybe, you know what I was thinking?
What?
Maybe she's just feeling a little sick.
Oh, and you know what? I think she's gonna see us
When?
next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Bye.